Hi, I hope I'm audible to you and the screen is visible to you. Just quickly type a yes or no in the chat window. Okay, let's start. So yesterday I shown you the diagram in which we had a circle class. Okay, we had two private data members, radius and color. There were three constructors. The plus sign indicates they are a public method. The minus sign indicates that they are the private members. Okay. So circle, 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 these are the three constructors. There were two getter method, get color and get radius. There were two setters, set radius and set color. ToString is a function that is called when the object is being created and you want to display the object. So ToString is a function that is being called when you display the object. So either it will give me the hash value of that particular object, or if you override that particular method, it will display the contents whatever you have written. Get area is a function which is returning a area. Okay. We have another function. We have another function called as cylinder, which is extending the base class. Okay, which is extending the base class. And in this, I have a private data members as height. I have got four constructors over here. I have got set height and get height, the setter and the getter. The toString function, which is supposed to display the height, and the get volume function, So as indicated, class circle has got two private data members, radius and color, indicated by the keyword private. Okay. Then there is a constructor called as circle in which the default value is 1.0 and red. Okay. This is only for the reference purpose that actually when we create an object, you should know where it came to. Otherwise, this is not needed. Okay. Otherwise, it is not needed. There is a class circle which is taking one parameter. It is saying this dot radius equal to radius. And since color is not provided, we are mentioning the color as red. We had a parameterized constructor in which we are assigning the radius and color. We have a get radius which is returning the radius. We have the get color which is returning the color. Okay. There is a two setter function, set color and set radius. Whichever parameter we are sending, that is on the right hand side. So this radius is this radius, this color is this color, and we are assigning it to the data member, this dot radius and this dot color. So whenever you want to assign the value to the data member, always use this. Always use this. Then there is a toString function which we are overriding, where we are overriding from the base class, which is a base class java.language.object. By default, it gives me the hash value. Okay, but since you are overriding it, what will happen? It will display radius and color. It will display radius and color. There is a get area function which is returning pi r square. So I refer the value of the constant pi by saying mat.pi. There is a class cylinder which extends the circle. Okay, understand the keyword called as extends over here. There is a data member called as height. There is a constructor called as cylinder. Okay, by default it makes a call to the base class constructor. So even if you comment this out, it is still going to work, because by default always it's the base class default constructor will be called. So by default, whether you write a super or not doesn't matter. What I'm supposed to do in this, I'm supposed to assign the value 1.0 to the height, and this is only for the display purpose. There is another constructor called a cylinder, in which we are providing the height. That height will be assigned to height, but only after it has gone to the base class and done the assignment for default assignment for the base class. There is one more constructor called a cylinder, which is taking two parameters, height and radius. Okay. So what I'm doing over here, I'm assigning the height to this particular height. Radius is not available over here. So what I'm doing, I'm passing it to the base class, but now it won't invoke the default constructor. It will invoke the one argument constructor. If you look over here, super didn't pass any argument, so it went into the default. But here we are passing one argument called as radius. So it is going to go to the base class and assign the value of the radius. The fourth constructor is where I'm passing all the three parameters, the height, radius, and the color. What is available in the cylinder? We have only the height, which is taken care over here. But before that, what I had to do, I had to make a call to the super and pass how many parameters? Two parameters. Which are those? Radius and color. Radius and color. So it will go to the base class and assign the value. There is a get height function which is returning the height. There is a set height function which is setting the height. There is a toString function. There is a toString function in which I am saying this is cylinder, which you are supposed to write the code, which I have not given. Okay, this is the cylinder. In the main class, now this is a separate testing class. What I do, I create an object of a cylinder. I create an object of a cylinder. So what this should do, this should make a call to the base class constructor, which is the default constructor of the base class of the circle, and should assign the default value for the radius and the color. Since we have not provided the default value for the height, it should provide the default value for the height also. So what I do, I say this particular object was cylinder 1. So I say cy1 dot get height, cy1 dot get color, cy1 dot get area. Get height is available in the derived class. Get color and get area are available in the base class. So in the derived class, I have the get height and the get volume. And in the base class, I have got get color and get area. In the second case, what I'm doing, I'm passing both the parameters, 5.0 and 2.0. Okay, I'm passing both the parameters. So what I do, I say get radius. So get radius is available in the base class. Get height is available in the derived class. Get color is available in the base class. Get area is available in the base class. Get volume is available in the derived class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide you both the classes. Okay, I want you to run this. I want you to run this. Okay, I'm giving you 2 minutes. Run this particular code, then my questions will start coming. These are, see, there are three programs. One is a base class, another one is a derived class, and then there is a class main. If you are running this in a online compiler, if you're running this in an online compiler, okay, kindly do not make this class circle as public. Do not make this cylinder class as a public. Okay, and then we have a program called as main. Make it public, in which I'm creating an object of the cylinder. So it is related to one program, and we are creating an object of a derived class called as cylinder. If you're working in Ellipse, kindly paste it in three different programs and run the main program. Kindly test it and tell me whether it is working or not. Is it working? So let me copy this. Okay. And let me put it in an online compiler. And let me share the screen with you. So class circle, class cylinder, and we have the class main. And then let me run this code. So let's try to understand this. So what I told you was we are creating an object of a cylinder class. Okay, we are creating an object of a cylinder class. So what happens is it goes to the default constructor of the cylinder, which is this one. Okay, in the cylinder, what we do, whether you write a super or not, it is going to go to the base class private. It is going to go to the base class default constructor. So let's go to the default constructor in which I said this dot radius is equal to 1.0, this dot color is equal to red, and this message is being displayed. Okay, this message is being displayed. Constructed a circle with circle. So we got this first line, constructed a circle with circle. Clear? Then what happens is it comes to the cylinder, assigns value 1.0 to the height, assigns 1.0 to this height, this particular private data member. Then it displays constructed a cylinder with cylinder. Okay. Then what I do, I go back to my main and then I say SOP. What should happen? It should make a call to the get radius, get height, get color, get area, get volume. So this radius is 1.0, that is get radius. This get height will give me the height as 1.0. The color is red, the base area is so and so, and the volume is so and so. Okay, so out of which get radius, get color, get area are in the base class, get height and get volume are in the derived class. So when I create a second object called as cylinder cy2 is equal to new cylinder 5.0 and 2.0. What happened was it came to the parameterized constructor, which is this one, which has got two parameters. Okay, so in which I say super radius, So what happened was it went into the base class single parameter constructor, which is this one. So it assigned the value radius, then it assigned the color red, and then it displayed constructed a circle with circle radius. This is the message we are getting. Constructed a circle with, where is it? constructed a circle with circle radius, one argument constructor. Okay. Then I came down over here to the one parameter constructor. Then it assigned the value of height to height. Okay. Constructed a cylinder with two parameters. Okay, so I should go to the two parameter constructor, which is this one. Yeah. Then what happened was the height was assigned over here. It displayed constructor a cylinder with cylinder height comma radius. So we got that second line. Constructed a cylinder with cylinder height comma radius. And then like a first object, I displayed the get radius, get height, get color, get area, and get volume. If you look over here, this program doesn't illustrate that one concept which I told you I'll be explaining, and you have to complete it. And that is this particular function toString. This particular function toString is called when the object is being displayed. When the object is being displayed. So let's go to the main. Let's go to the main. Okay. And try to say system.out.println. Okay. And then let me display the object cy1. Okay. Let me copy this again. Paste it cy2. Now remember one thing, what I told you was when object is being displayed, it automatically displays a toString. If you are written, if you are not written, then it will display the the hash value of that object. So since you have written a toString function over here, which is nothing but this is cylinder, that should be displayed. So let's run the code again. So the last line of the first object is this is cylinder. The last line of the second object is this is cylinder. But I want something more meaningful over here. That means I wanted to make a call to the toString function of the base class. This toString function of the base class. That means what it should display? It should display radius along with the color. So my question to you is what changes we need to make so that I can make a call to that particular function, toString of the base class. I want to make a call to the toString of the base class. So what should I do? So let's go to this particular function where we have written toString. Okay. And super dot. If you make a call to toString, then it will be recursion. It will make a call to the same class toString. Okay. And then I say plus. Let's check whether this will work or not. Super dot toString, and this is a cylinder. So let's see whether this works or not. So what happened was when I came over here and wrote a line super.toString, it went into the base class, made a call to the toString, and that particular toString of the base class displayed this particular message: circle radius equal to actual radius, color equal to so and so. So that's what is getting displayed. Circle with radius equal to 1.0, color equal to red. If you look at it, second one, radius equal to 2.0 and color equal to red. Color equal to red. Okay. But if you look over here, it says this is cylinder, which I don't want. I want height equal to so and so. I want height equal to so and so. So tell me, what should I do? I don't want this message, this is cylinder. I want to display the height. So tell me, what should I do? What I should add over here instead of this is cylinder. height equal to this dot height. Okay, let me copy this, paste it, and let's check whether it works or not. Let's check it. Height equal to this particular height. Good. Instead of that, can we do something like this? Height is equal to, can I make a call to the function which is giving me the height? Instead of saying this dot height, which is perfectly fine, perfectly legible. Can I make a call to this get height, which is going to return this dot height? Yes or no? Instead of saying this dot height, can I write get height? Yes. So either there one option is you write this dot height, or you say get dot height. Sorry, get height, which is going to return the height, which is going to return the height. Okay, now consider the class called as, one more example. Here I have one base class and I have got two derived classes. Okay. There is a class called a geometric object. There is a class called a geometric object. Okay. Color, field, and date created are private data members. These are all private. Clear? This is string, this is boolean, and date created is data member belongs to java.util.date. So date created is an object of the date. So you need to import java.util.date. There is a default constructor, there is a parameterized constructor, there is a get color, set color. Is field is going to return the boolean value whether it is true or false. Set field is basically going to fill that particular color. Get date created is going to give me the date, and toString is going to return the string representation of the object, which could be as simple as displaying the color, field, and the date created, or simply the color and field, whatever has been asked in the question. So our aim is to first design a class called a geometric object. Fine. There are two child classes, circle and rectangle. The circle class is derived from this geometric object. The rectangle class is derived from the geometric object. The circle class has got a data member called as radius. The rectangle has got a private data members called as width and height. So here in the circle, what I have got three constructors: default, parameterize, parameterize. Same pattern: get radius, get area, get perimeter, get diameter. Set radius. Okay. There is a function called as print circle, which is going to print the radius along with whatever has been asked. Okay, if you want, you can write a print circle, or if you want, you can write a toString. Print circle has to be called explicitly, toString can be called automatically. Set field, see, set field is something called as a return type is void. Field is boolean. That parameter indicates that whether it is field is true or not. Is field is going to return is going to return a value as true or false. This is receiving the boolean value over here based on which the set field will be true or false. There is a rectangle class with the width and height. There are three constructors. There is a get width, there is a set width, there is a get height, there is a set height, set area, get parameter. Okay. So now our aim is to design these particular classes. So let's see, let's try to understand the geometric object. What it says, three private data members. So I have color, field, and here I say Date created is a variable belonging to java.util.date. Here I have not written any import. That's why I have to write the complete one. You can shorten this by saying import java.util.date, and then simply you can say date created data type is date. In the default constructor, I'm simply saying date created is equal to new date. In the parameterized constructor, I am saying date created, color and field. Get color, returning a color, set color, setting the color. Each field should be returning the field value. Each field should be returning this particular field value. And that particular field value is set using this particular set field. I'm getting the Boolean value field over here, and that will be assigned over here. Yes, date created is an object of a date class. So either I can include the complete path, or I can say import java.util.date and I can create it. So this I am illustrating that if you don't import, then you have to write a complete path. For example, in this case, get date created is returning java.util.date. But if I said import java.util.date, then my return type will only be date. Return date created. Then there is a toString function which is simply saying return created on so and so with color with field. So it is returning the date created, the color and the field. Okay. So giving you the base class. Okay, don't run it now. If you look at the diagram, now what does the diagram says? I have got a class called as circle, which is extending the geometric figure. So let's have a look at that particular class. Class circle extends simple geometric object. It has got a private data member radius. It has got a default constructor. Okay, not doing any value because by default it is going to make a call to the super. It will go and do the initialization. Okay, circle from geometric object. I'm just passing the radius. Geometric object is now receiving the radius, color and the Boolean field. So what I should do, this dot radius equal to radius, and then I should say set color color, set field equal to field. So set color and set field are available in which class? The base class. So pass on the values over there. So here what I did was, kindly pay attention. Here what I did was, I'm relying on the setter function. I'm relying on the setter function to set the value. Another option would have been I use a super right at the top and pass color and field. Okay, or I can use a set color. So this was another way of telling me how I could initialize the color and field using the setters. There is something called as a get radius, which is returning the radius. There is something called as a set radius, which is going to set and get. Get area is using pi r square, same. Diameter is saying 2 into radius. Get parameter will be 2 pi r. Okay, there is a print circle. As I told you, either I can have an explicit function called as print circle to display whatever you want, or I could have a toString function over here. I could have a toString function over here. Now let's look at the third class, rectangle class, which is inheriting the geometric object. Okay. Now what does this particular class has? It has got two data members, width and height, and others are quite obvious. Rectangle is supposed to assign the value to width and height. Getters and setters will be setting the value. There is something called as a get area and get parameter. So we have a default constructor. We have parameterized one in which I have got both the values width and height, which I assign the value. Here I have got width, height, color and field. So what I can do, either I can use super or I can rely on the setters. I have got get width, which is returning. I have got a set width, which is assigning. Similarly for get height and set height. Perimeter is 2 into width plus height. Clear? So this is quite straightforward. I guess I copied the same class again. Just one moment. I copied the same class. Okay. Now what I had to do, I had to create an object of the circle class. I had to create an object of a rectangle class, and I had to make a call to these various methods, which I want you to complete. I want you to write a class main, which is going to test this particular circle and rectangle. So kindly do it. It is 24. I'll give the time till 29. So just provide me the necessary main. I want you to write an appropriate main which can test all the functions which we have written, or rather the most of the functions which we have written. Okay, so what I was asking you was something like this. Create an object of a circle class, make a call to the toString, which is absolutely not required. Okay, you can simply say system.out.println circle. This was just to tell you that if you want to make a call to the explicit toString, yes, you can do it. But by default, when I say circle, it should give me the toString function call. Get color, get radius, get area, get diameter are straightforward. Okay. Similarly, I create an object of a rectangle class. I say rectangle.toString. Okay. I make a call to the get area. I make a call to the get parameter. Kindly test it quickly. I hope it is running. Is it giving any error, Mansi? So let me run this. Class simple geometric object, class circle from geometric object, and the class main. And let's check. It does run. Which line according to this particular screen you are getting the error? Those who are getting the error. Is the code running? Everyone? Okay. Kindly pay attention. This document is already uploaded. Okay, this document is already uploaded where the lecture notes and the videos are there. Videos have been uploaded till Tuesday, okay, and the lecture notes are totally updated. Today's lecture is also uploaded. So kindly you can copy the code from there, run it. Okay, thank you. Let's continue with the last assignment. So, is the notepad visible to you with the MCQ set 1? Is it available? Is it visible to you, everyone? Is my notepad with the MCQs visible to you? Okay, great. Question number 1. Question number 1. Write down the answer. Which of the following is a valid identifier? Now the MCQ preparation has started. Which of the following is a valid identifier? Answer is $343 and radius. Answer is A and E. The first answer is A and E. Dollar is allowed. Dollar is allowed. Clear? It is A and E. Question number 2. Which of the following are correct names of the variable according to the Java naming convention? Answer is A and D. Answer is A and D. Variable name should start with the lowercase. If it is more than one word, the second word should start with the capital. Remember A and D. Third one. Answer is A, B. Int length, semicolon, int weight, perfectly fine. Int length, comma weight, perfectly fine. C is not valid because after semicolon there is no int. And D is not valid because there is an int after comma. Is it clear? It is A and B. Question number 4. It is not correct. It is incorrect. Incorrect will be I is equal to 1, 1 is equal to j. This collapses for a very simple reason. This one works. 1 is assigned to k. But the moment k is trying to assign to 1, on the left hand side, we should have the variable. On the left hand side, we do not have the variable. Hence, the answer is C and D. It is asking incorrect, not correct. It is asking for the incorrect. Hence, C is incorrect. As far as this is concerned, comparison operator will give me the Boolean value true or false. Hence, D is not valid. It is C and D. Question number 5. Point number 1, we are declaring a constant. So there should be a keyword called as final. Right hand side 99.98 is a double value. Okay, so you cannot have a float. So you should have the double. So answer is D. Question number 6. Option is A, option is E. Which of the following is a constant according to Java naming convention? The constants are indicated by capital. So max value count is a convention for the constant A and E. Question number 7. According to Java, which of the following names can be variable? Great. Find area and total length. Wonderful. Class is a keyword. Total length is a constant. Find area, normally we do not start with the capital. Hence the answer is B and C. Class is a keyword. That's why we cannot use as variable name. Class is a keyword. Got it, Pranjal? What is the result of 45 divided by 4? Provide the answer. Great. 11. 45 divided by 4. It's an integer division. Hence it will give me 11. Which of the following expression results in the value 1? Question number 9. Answer is D. When 37 is divided by 6, we get the remainder as 1. When we divide 2 by 1, we do not get the remainder as 1. Only D. Only D is the right. Percentage 1 means divide 2 by 1 and it should give me the remainder. A divided by B. What is the remainder? That's how it is. This part is missing. Ignore question 10. Question 11. Question 11. When you divide 25 by 5, the remainder is 0. Minus 25 has got no significance if the value is 0. If the value is 0. If the value is 0. Hence answer is 0. 24 percentage 5. Answer. Great. Minus 24 percentage 5. For 24 percentage 5, the answer is 4, which is D. For minus 24 percentage 5, the answer is D, which is minus 4. So remember, whenever we are finding the remainder, it is the sign of the remainder that will control the answer. The sign of the numerator is minus. Hence, we will get the answer as minus 4. Remember, when we are finding the remainder using a percentage, the sign of the numerator should be taken into consideration while writing the answer. If the answer is 0, do not write minus 0, it will be only 0. Minus 24 percentage minus 5. Answer. No, only take into consideration the numerator symbol. So answer is minus 4. Answer is minus 4. Only and only consider the sign of the numerator. Mat.power 2, 3 will return. No, it will be D. Always mat.power return type is double. So 2 raised to 3 is 8. But it is returning a double value. So it won't be 8. It will be 8.0. It will be 8.0. Great. Mat.power 4, 1 upon 2. Mat.power 4, 1 upon 2. Think and answer. Think and answer, everyone. See, 1 upon 2 is 0. 1 upon 2 is 0. 1 upon 2 is 0. So 1 upon 2 is 0. So this becomes mat.power 4, 0. Anything raised to 0 is 1. Okay. So what is the answer? 1. Is it 1 or is it 1.0? Is it 1 or is it 1.0? Is it 1 or 1.0? It's 1.0. So what should be the answer? D. Great. Wonderful. Good. Question number 17. Now that you have understood mat.power. Mat.power Tell me the answer for 17. 1.0 divided by 2 is nothing but 1 is double, another is integer, so answer will be double. So what should happen? It will be 4 comma 1.0 divided by 1.0 divided by 2 will be 0.5. So it will be nothing but answer will be 2.0. 2.0. This is see, this is mat dot power 4 comma 1.0 divided by 2. In the previous case, it was 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 is 0, but 1.0 divided by 2 is not 0. It is 0.5. See, 1 upon 2 is 0. Anything raised to 0 is 1. 1.0 divided by 2 is 0.5. I hope it is clear. Question number 18. Think and answer. The answer, see, anything which is starting with 0 is a octal. Anything which is starting with 0 is a octal. Octal is 8 digits. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes or no? Right? So if you try to assign the value as 9, it is invalid. Hence, it will give me an error. So again, I'm telling you, engineering student, you should know about octal number system and hexadecimal, especially the hexadecimal number system. Which of the following is incorrect? Question 19. Yes, great, good. Answer is C. Float x is equal to 1.0. No, it has to be 1.0 F. Wonderful, good. Question number 20. 20 divided by, see, 4 plus 20 divided by 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 gives me 3 minus 1 gives me 2. See, kindly pay attention. 4 plus, what will be evaluated first? This will be evaluated. So this becomes 20 divided by 3 minus 1 is 2. So it becomes 10. So this becomes 4 plus 10 into 2. Then 10 into 2 will be evaluated. Makes it 20. 20 plus 4 will be 24. Answer is C. To add a value 1 to the variable, you write which of the following is true. Which of the following is true? First of all, 1 plus x is wrong. On the left hand side, you should have only the variable. So this is valid. X plus equal to 1 is valid. Colon is not a correct syntax. This is invalid. X is equal to x plus 1 is valid. X is equal to 1 plus x is valid. Answer is B, D, E. To add a number to sum, kindly pay attention. Java is case sensitive. So wherever you have the number with capital N, that should not be taken. You have to add the number to the sum. That means number has to be added to sum. So this one is out of question. You are adding it to the number. You are adding it to the number. Actually, it should be added to sum. These three are valid. After that, but we see that n is capital. So this capital number and lowercase number are different. So this is also gone. Sum plus equal to number is fine. Sum is equal to sum plus number is fine. So the answer is D and E. The answer is D and E. D and E. What is X after the following statement? How this is read, I will tell you. X star is equal to y plus 1 will be read as X is equal to X into, and this has to be taken in bracket. Okay. So now I hope you get the answer. So this becomes nothing but 2 into y plus 1. What is y? 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. Hence the answer is D. Now that I had told you how to read these particular values, put everything on the right as a bracket. So you should be in a position to tell me what is the answer for this one. Question number 24. In this case, x is equal to x into x plus 1. So what is x1? 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 into x. What is x1? 2 into 1 is 2. Answer is B. Answer is B. Good. Question number 25. First, j plus j will be incremented. Yes or no? So j becomes 1. 1 plus 1 into 5. So becomes 6. Right? So the answer is D. Answer is D. Next. J is equal to 0. I is equal to j plus j into 5. What is j? 0. 0 into 5 is 0. No, it doesn't work that way. What happens is, what is the value of j? 0. So here it is 0. Okay, but when it comes to the right, it becomes 1. So this becomes 1 into 5. 1 into 5 plus 0. So the answer of the I is 5. Are you with me? At this point, j is 0. When it comes to the right, this plus plus makes it 1. So it becomes 1 into 5. So the answer is 5. So this is the answer. To assign a double variable d to the float variable x, what we should do? Kindly remember, double has got 15 to 16 decimal places. Float has got 7 to 8 decimal places. So there will be a loss of value. So it will give me a compile time error. But in case you want to do it, then what you should do? You should typecast it. So which is the correct syntax for typecasting d to float? It is this one. X is equal to float d. Which of the following expression will yield zero point 0.5? Which of the following expression will yield zero point 0.5? 1 upon 2, 1.0 upon 2, double 1 upon 2, double 1 upon 2, 1 into 2.0. 1 upon 2.0 will give me double, perfect. Double 1 into 2. So 1 is converted into double and then divided by 2, perfect. Even D is valid. This is invalid for a very simple reason. 1 upon 2 will be 0 and then it is converting it into double, so won't work. 1.0 divided by 2 is fine. 1 is double, another is integer, so it will be double. So this is valid, this is valid, and this is valid. So BDE is valid. Is it clear, Mansi? BDE. Question number 29. Which of the following assignment statement is illegal? Why not a? Okay, in the previous case, why not a? 1 upon 2 will give me 0. 1 is integer, 2 is integer. Hence, answer will be 0. Is clear, Satvik? Question number 29. Float f is equal to minus 34. Is it illegal? No. Int t is equal to 23. Is it illegal? No. Short s is equal to 10. Is it illegal? No. Int t is equal to int false. Is illegal because false and true cannot be converted to 0 and 1 like how we used to convert it in C. It is not allowed in Java. So this will be true or false, which we cannot convert it into integer. Hence the answer is D. Hence the answer is D. Hence the answer is D. Int t is equal to 4.5. No, we can't assign the float to an integer. There is a loss of value. Hence the answer is D and E. Hence the answer is D and E. Is it clear? Okay. Mansi, kindly try to download your certificate. I got a reply from Coding Ninja that you can download the certificate. In case there is a difficulty in downloading the certificate, kindly revert back in the mail. Okay, for it is for you, Mansi. You can download your certificate. That's what I got the message from Coding Ninja. In case you are not, kindly mail me. Okay, that's the end of the lecture. This particular document will be uploaded shortly. Okay, you can go through it. There won't be answers provided because you already solved it. Others will be solving it and finding the answers. That will be the end of the session. Tomorrow again we'll be continuing. Okay, end of the lecture. Thank you very much. You all can leave. Tanmay, the chat is always private. You can only see my chat. Student to students are not in a position to chat.